Today was such a good day. I got cold, which is good because I've been burning up lately. Maybe when I get in, I can cut that AC off. But it was very peaceful. It was a lot of cars out. However, I didn't see a lot of people, which was great. That means I had my own section without anybody, being loud or what have you. So, awesome day. Now I'm headed to the store because I need to make me something to eat. I have no idea what that's going to be yet, but I'm hungry. And then I'm going to the gym. So it's been a fantastic day. Very peaceful and very eventful. It was very productive, I should say. So, all right. Store, food, eat. Store, food, eat. All right. Nothing like a little peace. So I am at Forest Preserve. Shoot, now me and Bugs are in the garage, but I get out and then their atmosphere, so I'm trying to suck it out. But me and this off. That's all I'm gonna say is me and this off. Had a very peaceful day. Just a little camp. Outdoor 26. So we have activities planned for her. And then we have a book swap that we're doing this week. And then I have a meeting this week also. So it's been a very eventful week. Well, hello, my lovelies. Okay, so I'm about to head to the gym, but I wanted to come on here because I had a quick conversation. Wasn't that quick, but I had a conversation with my children. And again, their ages are 25, 22, and 20. And my son, who is 20, had a few questions. And he said, Mom, you said that a man is supposed to provide. Now, okay, before I get into the conversation, there are certain things that I think should apply to marriages, not necessarily dating, because, dating got a whole different set of rules for me. But in a marriage, I believe a man is supposed to provide, protect, and handle finances. Now, for the women, no, I don't think, that the woman should do absolutely nothing. I think that's extremely absurd for anyone to think that in a marriage, any partner, the husband or the wife, does absolutely nothing. But for the woman, I feel that the woman is supposed to respect, build, and nurture. So nurture could be, raising kids or making sure your house feels like a home. If you don't have kids, that means, maybe hang some pictures, decorate the house, make it feel like a home. And if you have kids, of course, that just means, nurture kids. Make sure everything's good, they're clean and that they're groomed and that, they're being taught morals. Not saying the husband, don't partake in that, because he should as well. So, because my son was so used to me telling the boys, hey, as men, you all should be the providers in the house, the protectors in the house, and lead the house. So he said, Mom, I'm just confused. What does the woman do? And interesting enough, my daughter got the information on what a woman should do. So, of course, it's only fair that my sons understand what the woman should bring. Now, let me clarify. I'm not saying that the man has to provide in the house if they are of a certain age. So, when you're young, if you marry young in your 20s, I understand if you have to go 50-50 because, in your 20s, you're both probably building, careers or income, and that's 100% understandable. However, when that's not the case, and you all have gotten married in your 30s and your 40s, I don't understand the 50-50 because I feel at this point, you both should be able to provide housing and food and, paying for your necessities on your own. So I'm confused on why people assume at this age someone is supposed to pay 50-50. Now again, do I think the husband is supposed to provide? Yes. But that doesn't mean the woman's, or the wife just keeps her finances to herself. No, in that case, she should be building, which is part of the nurturing, meaning paying into you all's retirement fund, investment accounts, savings accounts, however you accumulate those monies, because it should be a joint conversation. Because again, I don't know who makes the most. It doesn't really matter because it should be talked about. Again, meaning you both should be able to afford your living expenses on your own. And if you came together to be able to afford them, and I understand life is life and people live how they live. I understand that. But I'm saying maybe if either one of you can't survive on your own, maybe I should work that part out first. And that's because I want to be wanted, not needed. A man should be wanted, not needed. So when I'm thinking about how the money is allocated in the house, it's not because the man should pay all the bills, because the woman should be applying her funds for their future. So again, I'm not judging nobody's life. However you live, that's fine. But in my household, I am teaching my men to be men because I tell them all the time, baby, you have to pay the cost to be the boss. Your wife is not your roommate. She is your helpmate. It's a difference. A roommate, is what you have to be able to afford your living expenses. A helpmate is a person who helps build with you. So if you're paying all the bills in the house, and I'm not saying she can't buy groceries or pay a light bill, I'm not saying that. However you, again, choose to allocate where funds go, that should be communicated with you both. And it needs to be a conversation before people say I do. I don't understand why this is not common knowledge. So again, if the husband is paying the bills, the wife should be building the future, paying for, like I said, investment accounts, rainy day funds. I mean, it's said that you should have X amount of months of expenses in a savings account just in case anything happens. Like if one of you all lose a job or whatever, you will still be fine. Your life won't be turned upside down because of mismanaging money. So, however you choose to live your life, it's totally fine with me. It don't make me no never mind. However, I want a person I can build with and grow with, and I want my kids to be with someone they can build with and grow with. Everybody has a role. However you choose to
decide how those roles are fulfilled, that's up to each and everybody's individual marriage. Nobody can tell you how to run your marriage. Nobody should tell you how to run your marriage. Nor should you take advice from somebody telling you how to conduct and run your marriage, because what works for them may not work for you. And it shouldn't. Y'all are two individual couples. But I do feel that a helpmate is supposed to do just that. Help build a future, help better your lives. Because again, people should be wanted, not needed. But that's it. I just wanted to, share some of the conversations I have with my adult children, to whom I'm hoping that I put out into this world as decent men and women. So have a good day. I'm going to the gym because I still got a few pounds I need to lose. So bye.